Okay, hi everyone. Thanks for joining me. And for those of you that watch the recording after, I appreciate the time you take to hear about Collect Direct and hear about what's happening, where we're going, some of the excitement that's building for next week, which will be, in fact, the very first live corporate event that the company has. You know, prior to that, August 1st, we went through a kind of what we would call a beginning stage of introducing folks to the products and purchases. And then went into September, where we looked at where we were having to make some adjustments. And then in October, we got ready now to officially launch our platform. And so tonight I'm going to share a little bit of that so you get your head around it. But I also wanted to just give you a little bit of an idea of how I go about sharing this for those that are wondering. You know, this is an interesting business because lots of times what you want to do in the home-based business space is to use tools to share what it is that you're trying to get from a point across, as opposed to just being the person telling the entire story. So this time next week, that's right. So Wednesday next week. So the following weekend after this time next week, there'll be some more things in our platform that you'll be able to use, as we call shareables, that'll let you be able to sort of point, click, and share information as opposed to you being a storyteller. So with that said, let me just touch on Collect Direct a little bit and give you a short overview on how I share this incredible business. You see, back in 1998, Dave Jordan had the original idea. He's our CEO and owner of sharing the collectible space, which is growing like crazy right now, but sharing it on a network platform where people could share items and to pay commissions on those people sharing. It was a little early. Technology wasn't where it is today. So the idea was there, but the platform and the ability to do that wasn't really readily available to him. So he opened it and then said, okay, one day I'll revisit this. So all these years later, so call it 40 years total, he's been amassing these collectibles in 3.5 warehouses, and he's looking to buy another one right now as he's bringing on more collectibles that he's buying from estate sales and folks that are looking to move in, you know, maybe one collectible to another collectible. So they're freeing up dollars to maybe change what they're collecting. And Dave acquires things and he adds them to his portfolio for us all to share. So that's kind of what he's been doing. And here we are on a week before our official launch of our platform. And those of you that are going to watch this recording and those of you that are here tonight can get an idea of how this is going to work. So let me just share my screen and just give you a quick idea here as I go into this on the Collect Direct story, which is fascinating because ultimately when you think about the story, what I like about this, and I just want to make sure I can get rid of this little bubble here. Let me just move this out of the way here if I can and go back to that larger screen. You know, we're bringing the past to your future, and there's so many ways to approach that in your approach to this business. For those of you that are looking for opportunity, well, I'm not sure I know of any opportunity that gives you already over 11,000 items on a shopping experience that you can just point, click, and share those items. And tonight I'm going to share how you can do that live today, individually on each item you'd want to share. So before I do that, here's how I send out to somebody a little summary of this business opportunity. I have this little video I've created. And
hi there, my name's Don Carson. I was asked to share my thoughts around a brand new company called Collect Direct that started in August 2023. It's a company that has for over 40 years been amassing collectibles from all kinds of industries, from sporting cards to Beanie Babies, Barbie dolls, military type things. We're talking pins from travel, LPs, coins, incredible amounts of products that I couldn't even list here. Now, folks, think back to when you were a child and catalogs would arrive in the mail, and those big, thick catalogs had so many items in there that you could pick from or purchase from. And those often have gone out of business, right? You don't see a lot of that anymore. Well, today, in the collectible space, it's attracting so many people because there's just so much opportunity. And we're seeing that across the globe. Well, our owner, CEO, Dave Jordan, has taken this amassment of collectibles in 3 warehouses that he's been saving for over 40 years and offered it off now to the world. We've created what we believe is one of the newest, most exciting home-based businesses, in my words, I've ever seen. Those of you that are interested and they say, hey, I don't collect anything. Well, think about this. You're a gift giver. You've bought gifts for people all over the place. Maybe you have a cousin, a family member across the country that's a Boston Bruin fan or a basketball crazy person, or they love the Barbie doll movie, and they love the different things that have been happening in the society on the music front. They go into this shopping cart with thousands and thousands of items. They find something, they click it, and they send it to them. Well, folks, if that was you that introduced them to that shopping cart, you would get paid. You see, this shopping mall of collectibles will be there for all of you for a one-time a year $9.98 membership to be able to have the ability to share that shopping cart. The company then pays you retail rewards for those that buy items from there. So use your imagination. There's so many gift givers out of there. And then in America alone, there's over 200 million estimated people that collect something. And so if you use that imagination and the numbers of all of the potential customers that may buy something from this website, you have a chance here to point, click, and share for success. The person that shared this with you wants to open your eye to the potential. Ask them some questions. I'm sure that they'll have some other stories they can share with you. Because folks, this is not just sporting cards. This is not just the dolls of Cabbage Patch and Garbage Pail Kids and those things that you've seen over the years. It's everything that you can imagine, including coins and stamps, that you can point, click, and share for gift giving or to build your own time capsule for the future that you can put away and give to your grandkids. Who knows? Thanks for joining me. Share this with whoever you like, folks. And guess what? If you're interested, we'll show you how to get started.
So I like that 2.5-minute little story that I share, and it gets them interested. It causes curiosity. And that's what I wanted to touch on with all of you, because as we go forward, starting a week and a half from now, and the company starts opening up their app and the website to the shopping experience, you're going to be looking for tools that you can share that tell a story without you having to be the storyteller. In the network marketing industry, what you want to do is you want to be able to be somebody who can duplicate something. Now, you may not be the best salesperson or the best shareologist, as I like to call it, or the person that has the most confidence maybe to stand in front of a group and to talk to them. That doesn't matter if you have tools that you can share. This is just an example of a tool that you could use if you wanted to actually tell a story. But the story is being told by somebody else, which is called third-party validation. And that's the magic of the network marketing industry. So what I'm encouraging you to do as you look at what I'm going to share with you tonight is find the piece of media that you want to share with. Now, I'm going to show you one more because it's available on this quick video. And let me just show you the corporate one.
Welcome to Collect Direct. Are you ready to connect your past to your future? For over 40 years, Collect Direct has collected thousands of unique items, from sports memorabilia, comic books, toys, coins, stamps, and much more. The world of collectibles is massive today, and they all have a value of some sort. And now this collection is available to the public to not only purchase, but an opportunity for you to cash in on rewards when others purchase items from our collection. From our website, you'll be able to type in and search for an item to connect you to your past. Maybe it's Bozo the Clown or Gumby or your favorite hockey player. You'll be able to find those memorabilia pieces on our website. The beautiful thing is you'll be able to point, click, and share them with other people too. It all starts with our $9.98 membership plan. You'll select the categories you are interested in, then you can point, click, and share the item with others. If they choose to participate, they can join your team. It's like operating a retail store out of your home, your computer, and phone. Share the website with others, and if they purchase an item, you get paid. Retail rewards range from $5 to $200. This is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week business where you can share hundreds of thousands of products. So don't miss out on those items from your past and start sharing today.
Okay, so as I share that with you, one of the things that excites me for all of you that are wondering is that what if you could share that using technology and have your link attached to it so that the person that watched that video then could be curious enough to maybe grab a free position to take a look. You see, up to now, we have not been able to do that. And our company has been moving through this process of watching before your very eyes an amazing juggernaut of a distribution channel get introduced one piece at a time, one brick on top of another. And for many of you that are on this Zoom, and for those of you that may watch this recording after that have been here with us for the last 1 to 5 months, you've seen it happen before your eyes. You see, technology is a really important step that was not available totally in 1998 when Dave first had this idea. You see, what happens is the same people are still concerned about the future. The same people are still concerned about the stress of not having enough money. And obviously this technology gives you the ability then to point, click, and share potentially to earn some form of what we call retail rewards. Now, what's been discovered more recently in the last 10 years is just the need to have some form of cash flow outside of your job. Now, I'm not saying a job isn't important. And what I'm saying to you is most bosses today are not going to give you a raise if you ask for it, because they're going to say, well, man, things are changing. It's a little hard to afford even all the personnel I have. I mean, I just saw today, one of the big banks is laying off 3% personnel worldwide. And that's as of today's date. So there's some challenges out there. So people are looking for something to generate some home-based business revenue. And what's really neat about that is you just never know when maybe your job might be gone or something happens in your life health-wise, and in the blink of the eye, things can change. This is just what happened to my wife and I when we went through a windshield back in 2014. We didn't realize that was a boat crossing in front of us at night with no lights on. But what we looked at the next day was we got to find something to be able to create some vehicle of cash flow or a legacy for our children that were a lot younger back in 2014 than they are today, where they're 24 and 22 today. Now, I don't want to go totally into a complete presentation. I want to cover what I'm going to share with which is new now, but I want you to look at this number at the very bottom. Just in America alone, 200 million people collect something. And, I was thinking just, recently, just how much stuff I collect before I even went into Collect Direct, and it's signs, it's jerseys, and it's hats, and so on. And now with Collect Direct, I'm able to bring a time capsule to my home with things that are mostly, finding I'm more interested in than I ever believed before. So the opportunity of this collectible space is growing rapidly. In fact, it's expected to be $1 trillion industry sometime in the next 10 years. I look at that as opportunity. I look at the global e-commerce growing the way it is, and I think of opportunities. See, I'm a business guy that back in 15 years ago, when I first sold one of my companies to a traded New York Stock Exchange traded company, I was involved in what was called the home shopping business. And technology then wasn't as advanced as it is today. So I was able to get in front of a trend, but then that trend slowly started to disappear. And the timing of moving on from that was really good for me. But I see now what's happening is, can the individual homeowner, the home-based business person, share all of the products that are available to their friends? Well, we've seen that for years now with some of the things that are out there in markets like the Groupons, and where you can get coupons and you can share them and get a little kickback from those purchases. That's been going on now for the last 5 and 6 years, and it's starting to catch on. But what we now know is that this collectible space is not going away. It's massive, right? In fact, there's a lot of things that you can find in the Forbes magazine under this collectible space that will open your eyes to just how big this truly is. They call it one of the most incredible opportunities ever. And in fact, the words they use, I don't want to repeat, because I'm not a broker. I'm not somebody that can tell you that there's a guarantee of anything here. I just want you to know that our website that is launching here very shortly, next week, will have an image like you see here that actually lets people shop our collectibles. And as of today, there's over 11,000 items available and growing. Dave's goal is to have soon 20,000 and eventually 50,000 items at some point on our website for you to point, click, and share. So as I go through these next few slides, just start using your imagination of the most important 2 slides I'm going to share with you that everybody on this Zoom tonight and the people that are going to watch this recording after that may have been visiting us over the next couple of months have never seen before. Something brand new. You see, in the world of collectibles, Dave's vault will be the things that you'll look back at one day and say, I can't believe Dave is letting me point, click, and share $50,000 items, $1 million items. Now, but folks, let me just say this to you. There's a legal connection to those items that are going to require the person that's buying them to be vetted, that they're for sure who they say they are, and that Dave is guaranteeing what he is shipping to them, and a legal contract will be signed. I only share that with you because it's not as easy as point, clicking, sharing items in $1 million price range. But folks, one day this vault will have $1 million items on there where commissions will be paid. That's exciting, right? So I want you to just use your imagination as I go forward with a couple of slides that say, hey, what if you wanted to be in the sports categories? Wouldn't it be kind of cool if this thing that you see here slid across left and right, which it does. I saw it today live. And you can go from all of these different categories so quick and so fast. What if you could quickly say, okay, what's out there that's brand new? What's iconic? What are the things that I'd like to find particularly very fast on this shopping experience? That's going to be launched next week. What about specifically picking the comic book category and honing in on it? That'll be launched next week. What about if you were to say, hey, what's trending now? Well, it could be a particular, Barbie because of the Barbie movie. It could be something to do with the gentleman's son and two sons that are playing sports now that are sort of really doing well in the football world right now that are trending. Maybe it's the Taylor Swift's phenomenon that's going on with the Chiefs and Kelsey. And I mean, all these trends suddenly cause certain memorabilia to go up in value or to catch fire, right? So this will be on our shopping experience. What about if it says, hey, what just got released in this website? I saw it today. It's pretty amazing that what just gets added will suddenly be top of mind for you all to see. So as we share this and you start being able to drill into our shopping categories, today, if you go to collectdirect.com, you can see shop collectibles, but you can't drill down and pick a category. Next week, on the weekend, we launch the ability to sort and find what you're looking for, from a dollar value to a category to the actual person or card or whatever, dinky toy, Hot Wheel, Matchbox, whatever you want. That's getting launched next week. Now that's exciting because when we first started, we had 1,000 items. Then we had 2,000 items. Now we have over 11,000 items. And who knows how many I'll have by the time we get to the actual event next weekend. Why do I drill down this a little bit further? Because here's the fun developments that are happening before your eyes. Can you imagine a specific item that you pick off of your website and you send it? And if you look right on this screen now, you're going to see that little curly Q in the bottom right-hand corner. And you click on that. And folks, this is live today in your shopping cart right now. If you click on that, here's what comes up. Your link connected to that item. You copy that link, you text it, and you send it to your friend. So maybe you're sending them a Beanie Baby. Maybe you're sending them a comic book. Maybe you're sending them a sport card. Maybe you're sending them a Barbie doll. Maybe you're sending them something you know that they love. And if they buy it, you get paid. It's the ultimate advancement of our shopping experience that went live today. So I'm giving you a little bit of a sneak preview so that you all can go to your website, look at your shop collections inside your own back office. And if you hit that little curly Q in the bottom right-hand corner of any item on the cart and send that link, that person will get your name and your link and your commission will be paid to you because you shared that item. That's pretty amazing. And that's for all of the items in our shopping cart and more to come. What's happening after this is the app will allow you to do this right from your phone on a mobile basis. So you'll truly be able to build your business using all 11,000 and growing items and send them out and cause people's curiosity to go through the roof right from the comfort of the seat that you're sitting in using your phone. This goes live next weekend. But today, using our current shop collectible platform, you can start sending out specific items to let that person that you know might be excited or interested see one of our items. That can cause curiosity. And then what's going to happen is they're going to be able to drill down and see items. And then eventually, if they say, man, what's going on here? You could say, hey, you could join my team. And they say, what do you mean join my team? Well, this was written up today and it'll be live next weekend. And you'll be able to enroll people for free. And that person that enrolls for free will be able to take a look at everything, but they can't make money. And they won't be able to share this with anybody else because they're not a member. A member has to pay $9.98 annually. And then they're able to start really making commissions and selling products. what you're seeing here is just a quick scratch note of the goal we had, which is to generate a free pre-enroll. Today, I saw the live version, and folks, this will be live as of next weekend at our conference. It'll be live on your app, and it'll be live from your website, and it'll be live using off your mobile phone. It's super exciting. So what's the benefit of that? You see, what's going to happen is your free pre-enroll position. So pre-enroll for free will let you get an email from that person that took that position for free, and it'll say, Mr. Smith has taken a look and grabbed a free spot. Why don't you give them a call and see if you can answer their questions? Let me just tell you how I built a blue diamond business in another company back 7-8 years ago. I would send out the pre-enroll link to the prospects, and as soon as I knew that they looked, I would phone them, and they were blown away that I was calling them within minutes after they took a free pre-enroll position. That's the magic of CollectDirect's opportunity for the business builders. Now, for those of you that just want to sell products, the Shop Collectibles with 11,000 and growing items is opportunity beyond belief, because you have to understand something. There's millions and millions and millions of dollars of inventory, and this company is debt-free, that you get to point, click, and share all of those items, and you can pick an item one at a time and share it, and your link's attached to it, or you can share your shopping cart, that'll let them sort whatever category they want. This all goes live next weekend, and those of you that will be live in Sioux Falls on the 26th for our meet and greet, and then for the actual event on the 27th and the event on the 28th, you're going to get the opportunity to learn and earn with some of the greats of the industry that are going to teach you how to get your mindset right, how to get out of your own way, and how to figure out why you want to do this with a great group of people. But it starts with opportunity and capturing a lead. If you want to build a business and a membership, we need you to know you're going to capture a lead, okay? So when we look at this whole concept of point clicking and sharing, what I want you to think like is this exact thing. What if you just said to somebody by sending them an item and they said, wow, that's pretty cool. Where's that from? Well, it's from this website I have that I've got partnered with that has 11,000 items. You should take a little look at this, maybe grab a free position and see if it's interesting to you to be able to use this for your gift giving this holiday season. That could be it. Get in where you fit in. That person might say, well, for $9.98, you mean I'm a member? What does that give me for a privilege? The privilege is yours to share all 11,000 items. If somebody buys one of them, you get paid. Are you kidding me? You mean I don't have to buy any of those $1,000 items or $200 items? The answer is no, but there is a right way and a wrong way to build duplication. And on the weekend, next weekend, you're going to get taught a lot about how this business grows when you actually teach people how to do things as you do. So if somebody asked me, how did I start in CollectDirect? I would say, well, I bought a $9.98 membership. I bought a sample order. And the last 2 months in a row, I bought a dugout. That's what I do. And they'll say, why? I said, first and foremost, I wanted to have some products that I could share and I could get excited about, and I could hold in my hands and say, look what I found. There's the curiosity. And then when I bought the dugout, I bought 10 very unique items. There's 10 items out of hundreds that are available now because they're just adding them all the time. Go take a look at the dugout, which is a member-only purchase category. And I have items there that I'm giving away and causing curiosity. See, I use them as a lost leader. In business, giving somebody something for free often causes them to go take a look for real, rather than just saying, go look. They don't. But if you give them something, there's almost a mini obligation for them to go look at what you're doing. And if you do it with your link and you do it with the pre-enroll, you could get their curiosity to the point where you've actually got them engaged. And that's part of our process of moving them through the ladder. Step one, which is, hey, how are you going to get started and how are you going to duplicate getting started right? Very important. Step two, I want to commit to moving volume through the company and having products I can regularly hand out to people. So I buy a dugout collection every month. And step three, I'm going to teach this to the variety of people and figure out what I want to send out to them so that I can duplicate without having to be the storyteller every time. That's the magic of what you're going to learn next weekend. And I promise you, for those of you that aren't at that event, you'll learn a little bit after, I'm sure, as different videos start circulating. So I'm going to leave this part of the presentation to kind of just say to you, this isn't a true example. For a $9.98 membership, if I pointed one of my shopping cart items to one of my friends and they went on there and bought these 5 items and it added up to $329.98, this is real. Look at what you see there. There's all kinds of NASCAR items. So there's Richard Petty. There's all kinds of Pez dispensers. There's all kinds of Barbie cards or Barbie dolls. There's baseball items, football items, soccer items. Messi, for example, is on there. A number of different cards. Golf, people like Tiger Woods and all the different sports. Folks, these are 5 actual items that add up to $329.90. And what I did is I said, well, what did I make off of that? Just by sharing that, I would have made $54.50. And I put a plus and minus beside that because you have to understand that every item that's on the shopping cart has numbers embedded into there that pay you commissions. We just don't know what the actual percentages are. Just know that it's done for you. You don't have to worry about it at all. Now, I wanted to touch on some of these tonight, but I also got to remember that you guys are volunteers here. So what I tell you I did, you don't have to do. But I'm going to tell you that success leaves clues. And if you know what somebody who's doing really well in this business is doing, and you're not willing to do that, then don't get started. That's my advice to all of you. If you're willing to learn from the folks that are doing this and making money and enjoying the concept of point clicking sharing, then ask them how they're doing it. And I promise you, they'll help you. But remember, we're in charge of a volunteer army. And as you go through this, the final thoughts are the numbers don't lie. You just have to understand that you're not going to get every person to say, I'm going to buy something from the shopping cart, but you're also not going to have every person say, hey, Don, I'm going to join you in this adventure. But I love the numbers. They just don't lie. So if I talk to 6 people, generally speaking, 1 or 2 will show some sort of interest. If I look at the history of this industry and the sales industry, you see, in my traditional space, it sometimes takes 7 months for somebody to buy something that we're selling, 7 times for them to walk into our store to buy things. So we've got to constantly follow up to say, hey, yeah, see you were here in June. Are you still interested in that above ground pool? Because we have a company that sells pools and hot tubs and swim spas and fireplaces and fitness equipment. We carry millions and millions and millions of dollars in inventory. Well, not millions of millions. It's like 7 or 8 million. And when I look at that number, it's risk. And the banks aren't just handing out loans to go and buy more inventory. So we got to sell that inventory and prove to them that we can make turns happen. That's a big word, but that's business, folks. And in this business, you're in business with partners that have all the inventory. They just need you to point, click, and share it. And together, you'll reap the rewards. That's our business model, right? So if you get 6 people to get interested and to buy something, and that's maybe $40 commission, I love the math here. What if you could make $400 a month cash flow by point, clicking, and sharing items off the website? What if 1 person out of every 6 or out of every 15 people or whatever join you in this adventure and they do the same thing? Well, we call that residual income, and it will actually reward you for your efforts for actually bringing in team members and then coaching them and introducing them to people like myself and the other folks that are in Collect Direct to help them. That's mentoring. And that's the most important part of our business. You're not alone. You see, understand this concept here. If you don't make money, the person that enrolled you doesn't make money. So their vested interest is to help you. And that's what I love about the network marketing industry. You're not going it alone. We're here to help you, and together we can win. So folks, when you get started here, just know you got to get in where you fit in, find the entry point that works for you, and just know that we're not going to do anything and tell you to do anything that we aren't willing to do. So again, as I said, I paid a $9.98 membership. I bought a sample collection, and I actually bought a dugout, and I'm on my 2nd dugout now, and I'm handing those pieces out to people and generating curiosity. We're about to launch a next category called the bullpen. You'll learn about next weekend officially, and it'll allow you to have more items you can share and add to your own personal time capsule. And eventually, I would believe it'll become a treasure chest if you want to give it to your grandkids and so on. Because here's the magic of the collectible industry. When everybody buys everything that's available, there's no more. They don't make more antiques. They don't make more of these collectible items. Once they're all gone and they're spread out around the globe, you might have 2 of these items in the United States and 10 of them in Australia and 5 of them in the UK, and 3 of them in Spain, or 3 of them in Japan, or 2 in Canada, or whatever, and they're gone. And so if somebody brings one out and says, hey, I got one of these available, the prices will start going up. So get excited about the fact that you have a chance to be at the ground floor of a company that's going to allow you to get started. And these are member-only categories. It's called a dugout, where you can pick 10 items from over 170 items. Go look tonight and see the newest items that are there. You could pick a sample collection from 10 categories and growing as we add more to it. And then, of course, those categories will give you samples pre-selected of those categories and a free gift sent to you the end of the next month. These are some of the gifts that have been sent out the last month. I know that Michael Jordan one that arrived in someone's home is a $300, $400, $500 item. And they just got a bonus, right? Because it's not something that they planned to receive. It's a gift from Dave, and it's on the sample program only that he mails out a gift sometime in the next month. Join our Facebook group, folks. It's really important that you understand that this kind of information is shared regularly on Collect Direct Facebook. And also make sure you're notified when we're doing these Zooms, okay? Just put your phone to this right now and add your telephone number, and this will come to you in a text, and you'll know when we're doing these next time. But I also want to say, if you're still looking to come to our conference next week, it is free. There's the registration information that you have to provide. But those of you that have registered, let me just show you something, okay? You could go to the hotel that's an overflow now, or any of the other hotels, or you could order some of our postcards right now, which are at collectdirectcards.com. That's there for you. But you know, I want you to understand that this doesn't work unless you know why you want it to work for you. So just start thinking about this. What do I really want to do here? Do I want to have fun and save some things for my grandkids? But you know, I want you to just finish off your thoughts on this Zoom tonight with this. If you're thinking stinking, your team is going to shrink. You've got to get your head around the positive mindset it takes to build a team, right? And what it takes to physically join a business like this. So as I share and stop this, I want you all to know that you know, together we achieve so much more. And I do these every Wednesday. Once we launch, we're going to start bringing other people to start doing these on Wednesdays for the corporate team. We've been doing this now since February of 2023, getting ready for October 27th and 28th, 2023. It's an exciting time for those of you that have been here for a while. And I just know you all are in for an eye-opener next weekend when we launch the big buckets that we've been working on for the last 4 months and let this company start growing. I believe we'll have more customers than members within our first 30, 60 days of this company, and we're already seeing that. Our current shop collection is generating orders every day. Your name shows up on the top of the website. Your name will show up on the shopping experience. And if your customers buy anything and they go back with their same email, you'll get paid over and over and over for those customers. Folks, thanks for joining me. I hope this Zoom helped you. I'm going to stop the recording and we'll just open it up to anybody here that wants to throw some questions at me. But, you know, share this if you like. I hope this helped you get your head around what Collect Direct is and some ideas you can use to share. And by the way, look at the items that I've been getting already from Collect Direct, Beanie Babies and comic books and so on right behind you. So take care, everyone.